how y'all doing? Welcome to Millennial Stitchers. I'm Sarah. So happy to have you all here. So excited to be filming Flosstube number 23. So I am notorious for not filming on a schedule, which, yeah, I mean, I just am. And if you've been here before, you know that. I'm trying to do better. So I was talking to my friend Karen, and she suggested I do every 2 or 3 weeks, and that seemed a lot more doable for me than every week because of the amount of progress I get done. I feel kind of low sometimes because I'm like, do I have anything to even talk to these awesome people about? So it's been 2 weeks since my last video. The last video you saw from me was my whip parade, which, oh my goodness. Thank you all so much for showing that video so much love. Welcome to all the new viewers. Hey, how are ya? So happy to have you here. Yeah, that video kind of blew up. It's I think my biggest video yet, which is super duper exciting. I had so much fun filming it, and it gave me so much inspiration to stitch. So I wanted to introduce myself again because of all the new people we have joining us. So just a few things about me, okay? My name is Sarah. I live in Virginia, and I am a middle school special education teacher. So sometimes my stitching time can be hit or miss. I'm 26 years old, and I have been stitching for over 10 years, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I've been stitching pretty steadily for 10 years. You know, I've taken breaks here or there for a month or two, but I now know why I did that. So, because it wasn't because I didn't enjoy stitching. It's because I was a extreme monogamous stitcher and would get tired of doing whatever I was doing. So that's why. And now I don't foresee that happening again because I have stitched more in the last 2 weeks than I've probably stitched ever in 2 weeks, like even over summer, which is crazy. So we're gonna get into all of that. This is a great video for you to be tuning into. So because I just told you a little bit about me, who the heck are you? I'd love to know ya. So comment down below and let me know. I love to chat with you guys. I will respond to your comment because it'll pop up on my phone. Okay. A couple more things actually, if you're new here. You might notice the name of the channel is Millennial Stitchers. And yes, that is because occasionally Nathan will join us. That is my boyfriend. We have been together since 2017, and he joins occasionally. He doesn't cross stitch. He used to cross stitch a teeny bit. If you remember the penguin, you may. But that's like in our first couple of videos, which I went back and watched the other day. We were so cute. Anywho's. He does, however, run our small cross-stitch business with me. So we, you know, just kept the name. So Millennial Stitchers, Millennial Fabrics, you know what I mean? And then 2 other things. One, my cats are in this room. So if you hear them or potentially see them, they're so cute. So, but I apologize, particularly if you hear them. But I want to keep you updated on that. And the last thing is, you will notice I do not do a ton of editing on my videos. You just kind of like, what you see is what you get, people. I mean, this is me, right? Like, I watch myself back in these videos and I'm like, yep, that's you. That's you. Take it or leave it, you know? Sorry, I have added like 17 things. Also, I am recovering from Lord knows what. I don't even know what I had. But if you work at a school, you know that they share every germ possible with you. But I've been out of school a couple days this week because I've been feeling really crummy. But it wasn't COVID and it wasn't the flu. So I don't know. Anyways, I'm just going to jump right in because I have a full list to talk to you guys about today. Also, look how cute this notebook is. It's a cat. You know how much I love cats. Okay. Anyways. Okay, so we have some extremely exciting news. Like, extremely, okay? I can't even, okay. When I found out about this, I did scream within my local needle workshop. So, here's the deal, okay? I have wanted, ever since I started stitching, to attend Nashville Needlework Market. But if you guys are familiar with Nashville Needlework Market, which is all the buzz right now, of course, you will know that is a wholesale only place. Like, you can't just go as a person and like fangirl everywhere, right? So it is 4 floors of cross stitch glory, new patterns, all the designers, and it's in Nashville. Anyways, I wanted to go forever, but like I said, it's a wholesale only thing. You can't just go. So I have my little group chat of my cross stitch friends, and we were chit chatting about it, and they suggested that I just, you know, get some guts and ask my local needle workshop if I could possibly go with them. And y'all aren't gonna believe this. They said yes. So your girl is going to Nashville. I know. Take a moment. I know. Okay, I know. So I'm going to Nashville. I can hardly stand it. I'm so excited. I have watched all of the Nashville release videos. I have all kinds of stuff I want to see. But the really exciting thing is going to be that I get to spend time with my local stitchy shop friends, but I also am going to get to put a new perspective on what we might be able to bring into the shop to get some more cross stitchers in there. So super excited about that. I'm also gonna maybe get to meet Teresa Kogut. Oh. Okay, anyways, I can hardly stand it. Satsuma Street is also gonna be there. But anyways, I may try to film a little bit of that, maybe even just in the hotel room and like let you guys see how I'm feeling and all of this is me at my house feeling this way. Just wait till we get there. Anyways, that's the big news. Going to Nashville. Okay. Like I was saying before, I'm gonna take a drink of water because that was exciting stuff. Like I was saying before, I've had a very full 2 weeks of stitching. Like I will have definitely stitched every night. That's a goal for myself this year, is to do stitching every day. So it is currently February 10th and I have stitched every day. So whoop whoop. I'm very excited with myself about that. And the one day that I was like super sick, that was kind of hard to do. But, so I have had a full stitchy 2 weeks, okay? Are you ready for this? I calculated it and I was like, is that right? And I had to go back and redo it. So this is since January 28th. And like I said, it is the morning of Saturday, February 10th. I have not stitched today, okay? I stitched last night. I have not stitched today. And in the past, not even 2 full weeks because it was a Sunday that I filmed before. So I'm going to count that, okay? So it's been a week and 6 days. I have stitched 6,936 stitches. Whoa. And I had 2 new starts and I worked on 6 different projects, which if you know me and you've seen my videos, these are big feats, people. Okay, I used to stitch on just one thing and there definitely was no new starts unless there was a finish. So I'm pretty proud of myself, okay? And I've enjoyed every part of it, which is awesome. You know what time it is now, right? Time to get into the whips. Okay, so I have stats on everything. I am very much a numbers person. I really like to see how many stitches I do per day. I like to see my percents. I like to see them grow. So my goals for my month are based upon that. So what you're gonna see me referencing a lot is my stitch journal. I fill this thing out religiously. So I'm gonna scoot my notebook to the side, pull out my stitchy journal so I can give you guys all the good details about the projects. So if you recall, I discussed it in my last video, but my January goals were to finish Wisdom. That was Whipco number 9, and I finished that. To start Chromatic Dragon, Whipco 22, I did that. And make a little bit of progress on Cape Cod Keeps, which is a project I'm doing with my stitchy friends. I did that, very little, minimal progress on that one. That one I was like, do I check it? But if you were curious, because the month wasn't quite over when I filmed, my monthly stitch total was 14,874 in January. And I touched 7 projects and started 5 and had 1 finish. So pretty exciting. So I'm going to jump over to February just so we can go over that stuff really quick so that maybe when I'm going over my whips here in just a second, and I did unzip my bags ahead of time, so go me. I've been paying attention to the floss tubes and what you guys want. So my February goals, here we go, are to stitch 1,000 stitches on Nevermore, which is a project you haven't seen yet, but it's a new start because my Whipco board got called, and my Whipco board is in the back of my stitchy journal right here, and it got called and actually got a double call for Nevermore. So it called for 24 which is stitch 500 stitches on Nevermore, and number 3, which is also stitch 500 stitches on Nevermore. So we had to start that project. So you'll see that I got a really great start on it. It is the 10th and I'm already halfway through my goals, so that's great. Now this is probably going to be the biggest goal of my month, which is crazy because I thought the Nevermore one would be, but this one I think is going to be, it's stitch 5% of Ever Flowering Garden, which 5% you're like, what? But wait till you see how much I've done and it's like not even halfway there. And then stitch 1 barn in Quilty Barns, which is a project I've had for over 2 years. So yes. Now that you know that, we can start going over our whips. So I'm going to flip back to the beginning of my journal because that is where I have all my current project tabs and can give you guys all of the wonderful information about these projects in case you want to stitch them yourself. All right, here we go. Okay, so my project number 1 was Wisdom and that is done. So we're going to flip from there. We don't have any progress on Cape Cod Keeps this week. We do have some progress on the others though. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull from the top, that way there's not so much noise, and then I'll flip and find whatever I'm looking for. This is actually perfect. This is the Love Boat Sampler by Ardith Designs. So I started this project on January 22nd of 2024. I do have a stray thread on there. I'm gonna grab my board down here so I can hold it up and you guys can see it a little bit better. This is my diamond painting board. I didn't iron any of these, just kind of one of those not crazy editing things. So I will hold that up so you can see. Oh, you heard Bowie. Oh, here he comes. Buddy. Sorry. He likes the camera. He's curious as to what's happening. So there's progress. So this is Ardith Designs. I started this January 22nd of 2024. It's on Platin Edinburgh linen. You will see that that's a common choice of mine. It is on 36 count and the stitch count is 120 by 143. So this pattern I saw first on Laura by Stitching by the Shore. Love her channel. I watch her every week. So this original pattern was stitched on pink fabric and I much preferred being able to see more of the colors in the actual pattern. So I stitched it on a neutral fabric. And I'm really super happy with how it's turning out. I did want to mention if you're going to start this because it's kind of like a fun small, right? I mean, it's not small, but it's not humongous either. So it's so pretty, but you'll notice, I'm going to get close to the camera so you can see it a little bit better. So Laura had messaged me on Facebook and told me this, but it is not even on both sides. Like you'll notice those birds are different. The flowers are different and that can trip you up a little bit. So make sure you're paying close attention to your pattern or you'll get confused. I will have to say the frog has visited me a few times with this pattern. So that is Love Boats by Ardith Designs and it is pinned as project number 3 in my notebook. As far as progress on this project this week, I did 471 stitches. I keep saying this week, but it's 2 weeks. 471 stitches on this, and I am 16.7% of the way done with it. I am going to put my items back in my bags or I will get so confused, but I won't zip them. I'll hold off from doing that. Okay, our next project. What do we have? I think this is... Okay, this is Serena Sprout. So let me open her up here. Oh, did you see that skill? I opened it right up to the page. That's amazing. This is Serena Sprout by Autumn Lane Stitchery. So I started her with my mom on January 27th. And it is also on platinum linen. I'm sorry. He's very interested. Come on, Bubba. Oh goodness, he's gonna touch the ring light. Let me move him just a moment. Come here, sweet boy. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so this is Serena Sprout. And like I said, she is Autumn Lane Stitchery, and I started her with my ma. So my mom is a new stitcher and we both love succulents. So I am folding my fabric over so you can see a little bit better, but this is her. I'm gonna get closer to the camera. I think I'm just gonna fold her so you can see her better. My progress on her. Love her hat. So that's Serena. Can give you all the details about her. So here we go. So she, like I said, was started on January 27th, and she's on 36 count platinum linen, and she's 138 by 190. This is my mom's second ever cross stitch. So what we do is we get on Zoom or on FaceTime and stitch together a lot, which has been really nice. But one thing I wanted to add, I am going to the Autumn Lane Stitchery at Queen City Stitches retreat. So this will be her first Autumn Lane and her husband. This is going to be their first retreat. So really, really excited about that. So I wanted to stitch an Autumn Lane. So that's her in all her glory. I think she looks great so far. So here is my progress on her in the last 2 weeks. I've done a lot of work on her. So I've put in 1,658 stitches and she is 10.8% done. And she is super cute. We're gonna frame her together when we do her finish her up. So that'll be exciting. All right. Still trying to get my organization down, so I do apologize about the moving stuff around constantly. Okay, so our next project, I can already see is sitting here. So this one is really kind of exciting. This is gonna be in my frame still because I'm working on it currently and I didn't wanna, scissors and floss just assaulted me. Okay, and if I can speak, that's what they did. Okay, so this one is Luna Love by Sprouting Lane. So this is the first time I've heard of this designer and I just love this, okay? So I have been working a lot on this project and it's been a little bit hard not to be a monogamous stitcher on it because I love it. I love it. And I'm also trying to get it done in February. So I've been stitching on it quite a lot. So here is progress. Now, here's the cool stuff about this project. I'm just going to move this. So I have it in the perfect spot. That's why I didn't want to take it off of my Q-snap. But I can put my initials and the year down in these flowers. They go all the way down. The moth is so stinking pretty. I also love that on camera you can really see the different pinks there. So this project, the reason I started this is because there is a tag right now on Instagram for hashtag Pink February Stitching. So there's been a lot of people like Cam the Stitcher and Bridgen from the Museum Stitcher. She's doing this as well. There's a whole bunch of us doing pink stitching. So I loved this. I thought it might be something that I could get done in February or close to. And I think I'm on pretty good track to maybe get it done in February if I push myself. So started this February 2nd. It's on Picture This Plus Bramble, which was just a stash piece I had. 36 count, that's my sweet spot, 36 count. And it's 126 by 152. And again, our hashtag is Pink February Stitching. So this is Luna Love. So for Luna Love, it was a new start, like I said, since you last saw. And she has gotten 1,756 stitches or 25.9% complete. So it is February 10th. I don't know. My app is telling me that I'll be done, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Another sip of water. Okay, here we go. We're gonna keep it moving here. If you notice, I talk fast. I'm sorry. I've tried not to, but to no avail. So our next project is going to be our other new start that you heard me talk about in the beginning of this video. So that is going to be Nevermore. Let me flip to that. I think yeah, here it is. Okay, so this is Nevermore by Lila Studio. So I think you guys saw when I bought this pattern years ago at Salty Yarns. No, was it Salty Yarns? No, it wasn't. It was Cross Stitch Station. I got this project at. So that's Nevermore by Lila Studios. And this picture does not do this project justice. I would have probably never even picked this project up had Terry at Cross Stitch Station not had it on her wall. When she had this on her wall, I was like, I don't even care what it costs. I need it. I need it. I need it. I need it. So I got it, and then it sat in my drawer for years. So you know why? I'm going to tell you why. Even though you didn't ask, I'm going to tell you. It's because I knew that this needed to be stitched on linen. And when I bought this, I didn't stitch on linen. I was terrified of linen. And I knew this needed to be stitched on linen to be what hers looked like. So I just held on to it. So shockingly, it is on platinum Edinburgh linen 36 count. I know. It's very surprising. I started this one February 6th. Like I said, it is my WIPCO number 3 and number 24. Now I do have color changes on this project. So it called for all specialty threads, and I wanted to pull from stash and then also go to my local stitchy store, and I'm impatient and didn't want to wait, and I wanted to make sure I got my WIPCO completed, so I made a few adaptations, but I think that they look pretty darn good so far. So there was a, let's see, there was a the Thread Gather Silks and Color that it called for, and that was Slug Bug, and I substituted that with Weeks Dye Works Swamp Water, and then it also called for Weeks Dye Works Straw, and I substituted that with DMC 437 because where that's going to be at, there's not going to be a lot of room for variegation, and I am cheap and didn't want to pay shipping for one thread. It also called for Gentle Art Sampler Blackboard, and I substituted that with Weeks Dye Works Charcoal. So those are my 3 changes on this project. Do you guys like how I had that written down and I knew? I did. I was so proud of myself. Okay, so this might not seem like much, but you can tell that that is a crow. I'm sorry, a raven. Can you believe I said that? A crow. I should cut that out, but I'm not going to. It's a raven, people. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, that's literally wrong. You picked this because it's a raven from Edgar Allan Poe. Oh my gosh. Anyways. This is my raven, not a crow. Maybe that should be the title of this video. A raven, not a crow. Okay. I think it looks so good. Oh my goodness. So it's definitely going to have that vintagey feel because if I do 36, it's one thread. That's what I prefer is one thread. So you'll notice it is not overly filled in. Like you can definitely see the fabric a little bit through there. Look at the speckles on his chest. So cute. But I like that look. The kind of vintagey, like older look. So I'm really happy with how he looks right now. I did so much on him. I was very proud of myself because I thought this was going to be like my hardest thing this month, but it wasn't. Because I was like, OMG, that is straight one color stitching. Ooh, and it's black, which is not my favorite DMC to work with. But maybe it's better because it's not DMC. I bet that's what it is. I just figured that out in my head. Let me give you the info here. So this project, I don't even remember if I said this already, is 161 by 235. So again, this is Nevermore by Lila Studios. You're going to see a lot more work on this because it's turning out great and it's stitching really quickly, surprisingly. So you will see more work on that. Oh, let me give you my numbers. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, here we go. For that project, Nevermore, it was a double WIPCO, and I stitched 663 stitches on that, and it is 2% done. But the cool thing is I've already reached half of my goal, so that's exciting. All right, I see our next one. So our next one here, I don't have a page for because I started it way back in 2022. Might even be in an old video. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I should check that, but I don't know. This one is Quilty Barn's. Now, you might be thinking, wow, Sarah, that looks great. If you're into this, you might be thinking, wow, that is so pretty. This project, y'all, I'm not going to show you a pattern here. So this is, let's see. Here's the cover page. Quilty Barn, Mix and Match, and it is by Lori Holt of Bee in My Bonnet. So here's the project complete. It's gorgeous, okay? I know why I picked this. I loved it, and I still love it. It'll still look very nice on my wall if I ever in my lifetime finish it. Here is my problem, okay? And I'm just gonna be fully transparent with you. This project is on a really pretty piece of Aida. but I don't stitch on Aida anymore. I stitch on linen, and this particular piece of Aida is super thick, so thick, and I don't even know where I got it from. It's really pretty. It's great quality, but it's thick, and it's Aida. And I just have not enjoyed stitching on this recently. It's so repetitive, you know, which for some people is really, really great, but I get kind of bored. But I want to finish it because I've already worked so hard on it. So I have no idea what percent of the way done I am, but it's more than 50, right? Because I've done 5 of the barns, 5.5. We're going to count this as a half. I don't care if it's not 5.5 of what we've stitched. And I've already got the whole border. Like, I've worked so hard on this, and it's so cute. Like, hi, how cute is that? Oh, we can't even see it. How cute is that? So cute. But I don't know. So this is Quilty Barn's. I did stitch on it though. I'm proud of myself for that. And one of my monthly goals is to stitch one of these. So I'm trying to finish this one. So this is my oldest whip, and I put 252 stitches into it in the last 2 weeks, which might not seem like a lot, but it's 252% more than I put in the past year. So, you know, anyways, so this is Quilty Barn's. Sorry, I don't have all the stats on that one. Probably would be helpful to you, but it is a really cute pattern. And if you like stitching like this, like repetitively, that's great. Okay, and I think we're on our last project. We are. So we are on, I don't want to say my favorite. I'm trying not to have favorites, but this has definitely been thus far one of my favorite projects I have ever worked on, which is saying something because I've done a lot of projects now over 10 years. So this project, it's also unlike anything I've stitched before. I can see Bowie's getting ready to jump over here, so I'm going to move it. This project is called, excuse me, sir. Oh my gosh, he's about to flash you. I'm so sorry. This one's called Ever Flowering Garden by Owl Forest Embroidery. So again, we're in a good spot. I don't want to take it off because y'all should see how much fabric is bunched up back here. This is truly going to be my pride and joy when it's done. I mean, how pretty is just that? Like, can we just take a moment to appreciate this right here, where it's at? Look at that. I love it so much. It's gorgeous. This has been so much fun to stitch. It's going to be massive, okay? Literally so humongous. So this project has already given me numerous firsts. So this is going to be my first project of this size that I actually think I will complete within a reasonable amount of time, because I'm working on this numerous times every week because I love stitching on it. It's so much fun. It also gave me my first experience in mending linen. So I'm stitching away, stitching away. It was like midnight, and I looked down and I noticed that my linen was had an imperfection down here, and one of my strands was missing or cut, or I don't even know, but it was an imperfection, and I knew I had to fix it before it got worse. So I was able to check out some videos on YouTube, message my stitchy friends, and they helped me out, and YouTube helped me out, and I was able to fix my linen. So that being said, if you ever have messed up linen, you can fix it. You can fix it. You just have to use one of these little fuzzy pieces from around the edge, you know, that comes off. So here's the info on this project. This is Ever Flowering Garden by Owl Forest Embroidery. Got it on Etsy. So what's great about that is if you have a tablet or you use an app, it's seamless. It goes straight in there. It was great. Started this January 22nd. It's on Platin Edinburgh linen 36 count. Stitch count is 461 by 533. Humongous, guys. So big. This project was originally started as 1/1 on 36, but I wasn't a fan. So I restarted it a few days later. So I'm going to show you what the finished product's going to look like, but I will tell you, you can't really tell from the picture. Like, you can barely see that in the picture. And when I tell you, okay, so in the picture, this, oh, you're going to be able to see the ringlet, I'm sorry. This is that, okay? Look how big she is. All right, she's so big. I know you can't see that. Check it out. Sorry for the ring light. I'm just trying to show you, like, this cat. I'm trying to keep him from flashing you his behind. My word. He doesn't want to move. Okay, hold on. He likes to try to climb up me. He's such a, look at him. Hey, buddy. He's a love. Aren't you? Say, Flosstube, pause. We gotta pause the Flosstube for the kitty love. I also have dogs, but I know my crotch. Do you guys have cats? Oh. If you guys are interested, he's got a super special story that comes with him. All my animals are rescues, and he's a super special one. So, anyways, I'd be happy to tell you about that and show you photographs. So this is going to be the ever flowering garden when it's done. So big. Now, you're about to be able to tell how much I loved working on this project. This project has received 2,136 stitches. She is 2.6% done. 2.6, everyone. Let that sink in a minute. Oh. So what's really fun about this project, and what I might recommend if you're doing a first time humongous project like this, is to try to finish the individual like little motifs, because it has helped me immensely. Like each one of these peacocks, when I finish them, I'm like, look at my little finish I did. And I take a picture of it because I'm proud of it. These pots, I'm like, look at that finished pot. You know what I mean? Like, it's exciting. This was a big deal. So this is a lot of stitches. This project is 82,000 stitches. It's huge. So luckily though, Nate and I already have a location. So we have a split level home. We bought our home last year and it's a split level. And so if you guys are familiar with split levels, you come in, you go upstairs or downstairs. So above our front door is this big open space, and this is a humongous project. So we are going to get it framed and hang it right there above the door. One, it's not going to get direct sunlight, which is great because I don't want it to get ruined. And two, we're going to be able to look at it every single day. So that's exciting. And it fills that humongous hole in the wall. So that's great. It's not a hole in the wall, it's just empty space, but you know what I mean. So again, this week I worked on 6 projects with 2 new starts and 6,936 new stitches in the past 2 weeks. So really exciting stuff. And if we take a look, so remember, monogamous stitcher in December, and pretty much the whole time I've been cross stitching. And then check this out. So you don't even have to know what it says, just the different colors. Different colors are different projects I work on. Right? Like, look at all the projects I'm touching. I'm just so proud of myself. So I had to share that with you. Okay, so let's jump right in. So we finished that one up. So that is the end of our whips portion, which I don't think within like 2 weeks I've ever had that much progress before. Maybe if it was summer vacation, but even then, whoops, I'm not sure if I've had that much progress. I've been like stitching like crazy. I have this in a pillowcase because it's so big. You know, make project bags with what you can, people, okay? Anyways, so here we go. This is going to be the plans portion of the video because I do have some plans and things upcoming. So, 2 kind of big ones is Autumn Town. So I told you I was going to the Autumn Lane First Cross Stitch Retreat, and that's going to be in October in North Carolina. So unfortunately the retreat is full, so you can't get into it right now. But you can join my SAL if you're interested in that. So I'm going to be doing Autumn Town SAL. So that is one of the patterns that they have. It's the one, I'll show it to you on my tablet. Give me just a moment and I'll Google it. I told myself to look this up before I got on here and then I forgot. But we'll do it real quickly. It's going to be this one here. Going to pull up Etsy. So again, Autumn Lane Stitchery. So I have this paper pattern but it is this one. You've probably seen it before. It's a super popular pattern. So Autumn Lane and the team at the retreat selected a couple of stitch alongs that they're hosting, but none of them were super duper my taste. And I know myself, and if I don't love something, I probably won't finish it. But I've wanted to do this pattern for years, and I thought, what a better time. So I reached out to the creator of the retreat, got permission, and started my own SAL within the group. But the cool thing is, if you guys want to join in, join the heck in. I'll put the info down below. You can start whenever you want. It's not like a start right now. It's just a, hey, we're all going to be stitchy friends and stitching this awesome pattern together. So the hashtag, it was going to be Autumntown ALS24. So that just stands for Autumntown Autumn Lane Stitchery 2024. So not super creative, but it works. So you can use that hashtag if you want to stitch along with us. I haven't started mine yet. I need to dye my fabric for it and get prepared for it, but I will be starting it. The next big thing I'm going to be doing is the Fox and Rabbit Mystery Sampler. So I'm going to be starting that next month with a couple of my stitchy friends that are local. We are going to all start that together. We've been kind of waiting for a couple months of releases. So I don't have a picture of that on my tablet, but it is a free pattern and they release it in little bits. So if you go onto the Fox and Rabbit Facebook page or their website, you can find that. I'll put that down below as well. So make sure to check that out. I also need your opinion on that pattern, which we'll get to that in haul here in just a second. And then of course, I'm going to Nashville, so I'm going to find stuff at Nashville that I want to stitch. So I'll be sure to share that with you as well. So those are kind of my plans as of right this moment. I am waiting for a new Carolyn Manning pattern to come out so that I can maybe work on that. She kind of hinted at it, but she told us that it would be out pretty soon. So I did just want to throw in, now Bowie's trying to get in my cross stitch bag over here. I did want to throw in, I'm going to move him into the segment here, that Nathan and I, in case you're new, do own a small business. So we own Millennial Fabrics and we do hand-dyed cross-stitch fabrics. We focus mainly on Aida because I feel like that's a market that's not hit very much, hand-dyed Aida. And we do have 28 count and we are working into venturing into linens because I like to stitch on linen and I know a lot of my friends do too. So we're going to be venturing into that, but we have to be careful when we order a ton of fabric so that we make sure we're not, losing money to try to order fabric. So, but we are venturing into that. So with that being said, we do have a Fabric of the Month club. We have some really, really amazing members, and our Fabric of the Month club for January, I'm going to tell you, was phenomenal, okay? Phenomenal. I loved it. It was called Mystic Rain. So it was amazing. If you go on our Facebook group, you can see a picture of it. So I will link our Facebook group down below and of course our form to sign up for Fabric of the Month if you're interested. Starts at only $14 a month. So it's super exciting. Okie dokie. Now we're going to jump into haul, which I don't have a ton, so that won't take up long at all. So I'm going to start with my threads. So I am going to try silk. So these are sulky silks I picked up. So they're variegated silks, and I'm thinking I want to use these in addition to a couple of DMCs to do the Mystery Fox and Rabbit sampler. I think it's called Faith, Hope, and Love, if I remember correctly. I could be tripping, but I think that's what it's called. So I got 3 sulkies, and I don't know what I want to use. I haven't decided yet. I really like them. I know I need to do pull them out on the fabric and whatnot, but the first one is going to be, I think it's 972, if it's not the number down there. But that is what it looks like. It's like green, blue, yellow variegation. So that's option number 1. Option number 2 is, let's see. Oh no, this one says 972 as well. That must be wrong. Is this purple and blue? Got some silver tones in there. That's option number 2. And option number 3. Yeah, this says 972 as well. Wrong. This one is I think of peacock colors. So pretty. So that's option number 3. So I got those 3 threads to potentially use along with some solid colors for my Fox and Rabbit. Alrighty. And then two other just little things. So I did get an Amazon brand, Amazon $10 pen for my tablet because my other pen died on me. So that is just a little fake Apple pencil essentially. And then I just got these yesterday. I haven't even taken them out of the bag yet, but these are the magnetic silicone ties, but you just use them on your projects to hold excess fabric. So I got those this week. That is all for haul. So we're almost through the video. So as far as upcoming videos, I have had some requests for a Stitchy notebook tour, which I'm so excited about. So I will be doing that. I have a really cool thing that will film my notebook. So I'm excited to show you guys that. I also think I'm going to put together a Nashville shopping list video of like the designers. I want to make sure I go to their rooms so I can see their stuff I've been watching. So just, you know, Teresa Kogut will be #1 on the list. But I am going to be working on that video, so make sure you look for that. Okay, and that is pretty much it. So I just wanted to thank you guys so much for joining me. Please subscribe. I am, oh my goodness, so close to hitting 400 subscribers. Like, I think I'm 9 away, which is like unheard of. Like I said, I also really enjoy talking to you guys. So comment down below. Let me know. How the heck are you? Are you stitching any of this stuff? Did any of this stuff inspire you? Or are you like, no, girl, you just talk fast and, you know, gets me through some stitching time. And that's fine too. I mean, I'm still happy you're here, right? Like, you're still here. We're still spending time together. So yeah, that's going to end it for me today. I'm Sarah from Millennial Stitchers, and I had a great time spending time with you today. Till next time. Bye.